Good gaming, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Snyder, and today we're going to watch some new Play CEDH. In today's game, we have Magda, played by me, Bluefarm TeveshKraum, and a SisayWCapt. I would like to thank the CLG, the CDH League of Gentlemen, for allowing us to use the footage, and also the Scruffy Octopus at lapièvrebarbu.com or scruffyoctopus.com for the recording setup they graciously made for us. And there we go, everybody's ready, asking around if there is any pre-games. So Magda starts with a Mutavault into a Mana Crypt into a Manavolt into a Clown Car, which is the best way to travel with your hordes of dwarves all around the board. Bluefarm draws. You'll play a land. UC tapped, and you'll play a Mystic Remora, and it will pass. TeveshKraum draws. Gonna fetch a UC, and we do a time skip, passing over the TeveshKraum because he passed. Then SisayWCapt only played a Scrubland. Then we go to Magda player, Manavolt, Mountain for Magda. The shenanigans of making Mutavault into a creatures, but it's also a land, so I tap it to get a colorless and a treasure. So I'm up to 2 colorless because I had 2 from Manavolt left. And then I tried to cast a Karn, the Great Creator. Lucky for them, they've got a stubborn denial. The TeveshKraum player had a stubborn denial on end. Bluefarm player is super happy, drawing cards left and right. Sadly for Magda, we won't be slowing down the board. And he passes. Bluefarm player plays for Mystic, draws a card, and discard a March of Sword and Mist and something else. TeveshKraum plays a Common Tower, plays a Sensei's Divining Top, and he passes. Sisay, go get a, use a fetch, go get a Volcanic, tap for 2 for Demonic Tutor. Let's see if we see it. So you see the Magda player starts playing, actually just untapped, waiting for the Demonic to be done. Plays as part Mage, second Mage of the game. Doing a spy play for the Karn, I will tap, screw the Clown Car, and I will swing, bang, into the TeveshKraum player. And I will screw again to get a second treasure. Tap the Mutavault. Go and get a Blood Moon. That's another way to stop a bunch of colored decks. Nobody is an answer for that one. Let's just say nobody except me was happy around the table. And a Vampiric Tutor before end of turn. Well, on the Blood Moon, actually, making sure that he can actually do it. Bluefarm doesn't pay for the Mystic. Why would he need? I believe he had some. We'll see that he has like about 12 cards in hand. So what is he gonna do with a Mountain now, or 2 Mountain? Plays a Windswept Eat. Tries to go fetch, and sorry, it's actually a Mountain. Tap for 1 red and does the gamble. Since he's been drawing, he will actually go and gamble. He will have 11 cards in hand, hoping that he wins his roll. So we do die roll of 11, and we go with the 7 card. And he flips Hannah's. So we were friendly banter. He did not go get a Hannah's for sure because he only has mounted, but that would have been that was still a good thing to flip. Grabs Benicrypt. One red and two. One ring. No, it's a vault if I remember correctly. Anyway, plays a one ring. TeveshKraum plays two red, plays a dark side. The best exit lane for a blood moon. It will make 5 treasures. Plays a talion. Of course, when somebody plays talion, it will always mention 2. So statistically, 1 and 2 are the craziest one, but the craziest one is the number 2. So of course, Sisay, we're the lad captain, had to go cast the dark side. TeveshKraum will do some top shenanigans. He will crack his last treasure. Well, he does spinning top, check the top 3. We'll use the top to draw the card to have one less artifact on the board, which now goes down. The count goes down to 6, and from there he will crack this treasure, and then Sisay plays an Arcane Signet. Arcane Signet and 2 into a Oko. And in my play group, everybody knows Magda is a super big issue. Luckily, he went and go for the Italian. Not gonna complain. Super happy. Thank God Magda is still on board. And he will pass, and I will untap. And I draw. Now on turn 3. Petal. 1, 2, 3. To Professional Facebreaker. And I'm just realizing, making a gray, instead of using Metavolt, use a land. No, it's you just, so you use a land to turn Metavolt into a creature. Tap Mutavolt for gray, and you'll get a gray and a treasure. So it's still 2 mana for 2 mana, but it's two mana for 1 mana and a treasure, which could be giving a big difference. So you saw the Roaming Throne in hand. There's a kink in my sleeve, so that's why I was nitpicking it. Bluefarm players plays a mountain. I will tap 1 for a Metavolt. I think he just changed his orders. Then he plays another Dockside. 3 Dockside on the board. Everybody is try to limit the damage with the Dockside. So everybody got 5 treasure from their Dockside. And then, oh god, we got lucky that Delny was not on board when he casted Dockside. And then he's going to use 3, and he's going to cast Loto Corrupt Sheriff. This is bad because Delny will make that Loto triggers twice. So he casts Ristic. And from there, he passes the turn. TeveshKraum, Confluence into a Sensei's Divining Top. He will use the top to check the top 3. You see Praetor's Grasp, and if you've been watching his hands, Praetor's Grasp has been coming back for a while now. Put the top on top, gets Fell Warstone. I hope I did not see a Displacer Kitten in hand. a Cyclonic Rift. So Sisay will try to Lightning Bolt Luto. He will Flusterstorm the Lightning Bolt, trying to save. Sisay needs to pays 2 to pay for the Flusterstorm. Lightning Bolt gets to resolved, but before that, we'll see the Blue Farm player pay 1 to do a Calling the Weak, targeting is Helk. So that was his second spell, and he can create 2 treasures with Luto. Then he'll use the feared Intuition Pile, Displacer Kitten, Underworld Breach, and LED. At this point, the only thing that would be good was put 2 LED into his end. We could not give him Displacer Kitten with Dockside. That would have been insane. And giving him Underworld Breach, he would have been able to go get Kitten and LED. So end of turn, I tap 2. I crewed twice to get 2 treasures. Then I use the Professional Facebreaker to attack. I'll get a 3rd treasure. One, two, three, and 1 treasure. Roaming Throne, naming dwarves. So at this point, what we're seeing around the table is if we do not close the game now, Blue Farm is winning. And that is pretty much what I'm trying to do at this point. Talking about heuristic study, do I pay or do I not pay? I'll pay for now because I will go to get the Concar. Now I crewed L priority and crewed, which is not necessarily the best way to do it. I should have crewed once for 2 treasures, crewed a second time for my 4th and 5th, and as you see, it does a Chain of Vapor. No, it's a Snapback. If I had not placed 2 on the stack, I could have tapped the Roaming Throne to get my 4th and 5th treasure again, but as I stacked 2 at once, I couldn't do that. So Snapback gets 4 treasure because I had the abilities on the stack. So I go up to 7. I use 2 to cast Magda. He asked me, do I pay? And I'm like, sure, I'll pay. For the simple reason that on board, I can tap Magda to crew, go back to 6. I could also have not paid, got to 5, and got to 7, and then I would have had a safer way to the win. So I'm not gonna try to stop the Blue Farm. I'm just at this point gonna go and hope the other players don't stop me. I'll go straight for the clock. With the clock and the clown car, I will untap the Roaming Throne, and then from there I will have infinite treasure. I just adjusted my list for a tournament that I had yesterday, and at that time I had removed Elixir for Mortality, so I wasn't sure about which line I could win with. And you saw me play because post-production I just fast forwarded this line. So what I did is get Sculpting Steel to get 2 extra treasures. The reason why I wanted the extra treasures is if something happens again, you can use these 2 treasures to restart the loop, the clock loop. So you saw me get out Sculpting Steel to make it safe. Maskwood Nexus right after. After Maskwood, I got the Goblin Welder, and then I got the Ariad's Tempting Apple. Ariad gives Ace to the Welder, so you sack the apple to do 3 damage to someone. Then you use the Welder to bring back the apple on tapping the Welder. And then you do that to clean up the table. And that was a last second win. So if you learned anything, don't hesitate to post in the comments. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next game.